The Denver defense certainly threw a wrench onto the tracks of the Tua train that I have been riding on. What'd you make of Brian Flores' decision and just basically saying we're going to go back to him? He's a tough kid. I thought we needed a spark, so on and so forth. What'd you think of that one?
I think one of the worst cliches in football, and not just by the media, but by football teams, is that, well, you've given the job to Tua, now you can't take him out. Why? Is there a rule in the coaching rule book that says Tua is going to shatter like a pane of glass if you take him out, that he has no confidence? This is a guy who played for friggin' Nick Saban. I mean, to think that some guy is going to get crushed mentally because he gets pulled out of a game. You know, what happened yesterday reminds me of when pick a great goalie in the last few years in the NHL. If the Rangers pull Henrik Lundqvist in the middle of a game at Calgary in January because he gave up 5 goals in the first period. It's not your day, buddy. You're out. Bring in John Doe here, your backup. I mean, so what? They took the guy out. He wasn't playing well, and he'll be back next week. I just think sometimes we invent rules in sports that I always just say, why is that an accepted part of doing business? That now you can't yank Tua because you gave him the starting job. There's no reason why you can't yank him, the same way that there's no reason why you can't pull Ryan Fitzpatrick in and out of the lineup when need be. He's under contract. I mean, if Ryan Fitzpatrick gets yanked, his feelings are hurt, definitely were. But if he is not going to accept his role, see you later, Ryan. We'll go get whoever else is out there.
Well, I guess the reason why, Peter, and trust me, I have worked on Game Day Morning with Marshall Faulk and Warren Sapp and Michael Irvin, and the number of times that I've heard them all say is, how come quarterbacks don't get treated like every other position group in the NFL,
right,
where if you do not produce, you must sit and watch somebody else who's on the depth chart next man up? Like, why do they get treated like a special piece of Tiffany or a special piece of China? Like, why do they do that? So I totally understand that. That said, that we have also seen locker rooms get split, right? Where they're like, well, why are we going with that guy and not that guy, or that guy and not that guy, or I'm more that guy than that guy. So I guess this would be a test of Brian Flores' coaching acumen that has rightfully had a lot of praises sung about it this year, right? I mean, like, he must know that he can toggle back and forth between these two guys right now, right? Don't you think?
I mean, you don't even know if it's going to be a toggle. Maybe they put Tua back in and he plays the next 6 weeks,
right?
And everybody lives happily ever after. Remember in 2003 when the week before the regular season, the Patriots cut Lawyer Malloy. Tom Jackson went on ESPN that week and said the Patriots hate their coach. And Buffalo beat New England in the opener 31-0. Well, that year, the Patriots went on. By the way, in the last game of the season, the Patriots beat the Bills 31-0.
Yeah, snap.
And they went on to win the Super Bowl. And so that's why, and I'm not saying, look, I think Bill Belichick has made some mistakes. Every coach does. But what I'm saying is that I don't think there's any reason that anybody in the Miami locker room would have to say, oh, my God, Tua's been perfect, and how in the world can you take him out? It's just, I just don't hear it, I don't see it, and I doubt it's going to happen.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.